How's it going with BJ and his rebounding?
On the defensive end, good. On the offensive end, he's got to improve.
What did you think when you first saw the schedule? You knew what the ACC was going to be when you first saw that non-conference. What was your thoughts?
Well, a lot of it was already sort of handed to us. But I mean, what do you want me to say? It was challenging. I knew it was challenging. I wasn't, like, oh my gosh, what did I sign up for? No, I mean, I think that when you're a player, you want to play the best. You want to put yourself in a position to play against the best teams in the country, and we've done that. And I think, like I said before, the committee has shown. Years ago, some of the coaches that want to be 27-4 and play 13 guarantee games and then argue when they're 10-8, like why they're not in the NCAA tournament. I never understood that. I just didn't. I never understood that. I'd rather go out and play somebody that's really good, lose and figure it out. I don't want to lose, but figure it out. Get your team tested. Because at the end of the day, the selection committee doesn't penalize you anyway. I mean, hell, there's been teams that have been 16-14, 17-14 in the NCAA tournament. We're shooting for much bigger things than that, but our schedule's a tough one, and we recognize that.
Chris, but given the schedule, given this is still very much a new thing for you and this team, what is a realistic expectation for what people can expect? I've never put numbers of wins or anything like that. I want our team. This isn't going to excite the fan base or any of you in here. I want our team to get better every single time we step on the floor. I want us to be a team that stays together through thick and thin, and continues to get better as the season progresses. That's it. That's it. Where that is, I don't know. But that won't change when all of a sudden in 4 years, we have all the recruits that you like to talk about. I mean, that's always going to be there. We always want to continue to get better every single day in what we're doing.
Beyond the revelations of the New York trial, how can you avoid being cynical about the culture of college basketball?
Me personally or the public?
Well, both.
Well, me personally, I'm not cynical at all about it. Because, you're talking about a very, very small percentage of programs and coaches, period. And, when it exploded last fall, call me naive, you always heard an innuendo, you'd always heard, this guy doesn't do it right, but hell, I didn't know how a lot of that worked. And so it's in my mind, Tim, it's a very, very small percentage. So I'm not cynical in the least. I think in the public, it's sort of hard to be because you're inundated with it. You're inundated with it. The same articles are over and over. The same players are talked about over and over. And so you're beaten over the head with it. And I don't think, and this isn't putting my head in the sand, that it's, to the level maybe that others feel. Because I'm in it every day, and we lost recruiting battles, and we didn't recruit because the other coach was cheating. We lost them. And again, the FBI's brought out some of this stuff, but I don't know. That's, from my standpoint, that's how I see it.
Coach, you came here from a pretty heated rivalry with your crosstown rivals in Cincinnati there. You're jumping kind of into another heated rivalry here with Louisville and UK. Do you like those kind of rivalries? Do you enjoy those?
Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand with what I talked about before. I think when you're a competitor, you want to play the best teams. You want to be on the biggest stages. And, it doesn't take rocket scientists to figure out, UK Louisville's maybe the best rivalry in all college basketball, certainly non-conference. It doesn't make our challenge any easier. We get that. But I think as a competitor, you want to be a part of those type of rivalries for sure.
Chris,
nice question.
This program has had a history of walk-ons doing very well and hitting big shots. You have 4. What's your philosophy? And you've added 2 to the 2 that were here. What's your philosophy? And with short numbers, I mean, will these guys, will you have to count on them at some point or another?
Well, I think that, because of our short number of scholarship guys, we have 10 guys on scholarship, it was important that we added some walk-ons. And so Jacob and Joe obviously returned from a year ago. They're both really good players. They could play at other places. They want to be a part of our program. And Wyatt and Will, the same thing. And so there's days where, it's not just 3-on-3, VJ King against Jordan Wara and scholarship guy against scholarship guy. Those guys are extremely valuable. Whether it's, helping us in drills, allowing us to, see different looks. They all love the game. They're here early. They sacrifice the same things our scholarship players do. So those 4 have been terrific in their effort and their value to the team.
Thanks, everyone.